So a few weeks back, I was reading the book of First Samuel, and when I got to chapter 8, that's First Samuel chapter 8, when Israel rejected God and they asked for a king. And God was saying, "Oh, they have always done this to him since when they came out of Egypt. They have always abandoned him to serve other gods, and now they are rejecting Samuel too." And God was saying that they did not reject him. They did not reject Samuel. Rather, they rejected him. That is God. And in my mind, in my head, I was like, "Are you for real?" I felt like this feeling of betrayal. I was like, "I cannot believe it." After everything God had done for the Israelites, from bringing them out of Egypt to parting the Red Sea for them, to giving them the promised land, like, and even more. How can these people just get up and say they don't want God again? They don't want Samuel again. Sorry, they don't want Samuel again as their judge. But then Samuel um submits to God, and that's why I said they don't want God again. So they don't want Samuel again. They want a king to judge them, just like other nations around them. And I was like, after everything God has done for them, and then the Holy Spirit was just like, calm down before you jump into conclusions and everything. Before you judge these people in your head, that's the same thing you do. Anytime you choose something over God, you're literally doing the same thing that the Israelites did. Yes. And you know the thing is that sometimes we do this subconsciously. On Sunday, when you're supposed to go to church, you'll be like, oh, you're tired, you cannot go to church. But then the weekday rolls by, Monday comes in, suddenly you get energy, or you'd rather use Sunday to rest. So but you cannot miss work because they're going to pay you at the end of the month. But in our small human minds, we forget that God literally blesses us every day. I know most of the time we want to see physical blessings, money, houses, cars, and all, but don't forget that you woke up and you could stand on your 2 feet. You woke up and you could breathe in air. You woke up and you can do a whole lot of things. Like, your body works perfectly fine. A lot of people don't see those as anything. They see it as normal things. And then the fact that you go to work or you go out of your house and you come back without having an accident and everything, people don't see those as big blessings and all, compared to what God did for the Israelites at that time. People feel like, oh, it's supposed to be happening every day. That's how it happens every day. And people just, sometimes they just push God aside. Sometimes when you're supposed to pray, you pick up your phone, you scroll till you sleep off. We do a whole lot of things that are betrayal to God. A lot of times we don't prioritize God as much as we're supposed to prioritize him. We have other gods in our lives, even some that we do not know of. Instead of prioritizing God, instead of doing this with God, you just say, oh, okay, I need to do da 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 and that. And you just keep God aside. You don't know that you're doing the same thing that the Israelites did. So I don't even know if I made sense, and I hope you understand the analogy, the picture I'm trying to paint here. But yeah, that's it. Always put God first. Let God be in the center of your life. As much as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Let God be in the center of your life at every point in time. You should not feel like, oh, okay, so you have this success you've been praying about since for months, for years. So it's time to push God aside. You have this house that you've been praying about for a very long time. You've gotten it now. It's time to push God aside. You have that new phone or that new week that you've been praying about. Instead of you to pray and thank God, some of you don't even thank God for the things he gives to you or the things he does for you. Once you just get them, you're so excited and you just push God aside. I'm not saying you shouldn't be excited, but there should always be a place for gratitude. There should always be a place for the remembrance of things God has done for you, and a place to continue worshiping, to continue fellowship with God. As I said earlier, I hope I make sense, or I'm making sense. So don't forget to like and follow for more videos. Bye. Till next time.